10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Look at what in my opinion, one of the best goalkeepers, the best goalkeeper right now.
We need you to think that you're going to be playing for games. So they want
I'm a little bit worried for tomorrow's game. I saw a stat on
Sergio
He's going to play at the 9. That is the second. We only have two men 9 to
I know people have gone on about if we lose Lukaku, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it
Sergio
doesn't.
Productions.
Sorry guys, I'll do the next one. Wow. What a fantastic result. What a fantastic second half performance by Chelsea Football Club. 3 points were needed, 3 points were achieved. Thomas Tuchel had to win this evening. Thomas Tuchel won this evening. What a fantastic outcome. And boy, did we need it. Boy, did we need it. Today, Man City smashed Leicester for 6, and the pressure was on. And we needed Chelsea Football Club to step up and do the business. We needed Thomas Tuchel's boys to step up and do the business, and boy, did they do it. Boy, did they do it. What a fantastic game. What a fantastic man management by Tuchel. What a fantastic result. Romelu Lukaku is back. Romelu Lukaku is back with a vengeance, boys. One clear-cut chance, boom, goal. People said he can't control that ball. He can't win with that ball. People said a lot of things. Today, the second penalty that was given to Chelsea was created by his pace and his strength. The first goal that he scored was his positioning, his aerial ability. Listen, it's not all about Romelu Lukaku, but boy, did he do a lot in that game to secure those 3 points. We're going to be dissecting, analysing, debating the performance on the stream today for you guys. Before we do that, let me just say some big ups and thank yous and shout outs to the people in the stream. George, always a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for being here. Mark, big up to you. Rom is back. He's back with a vengeance. FC penalty. Hey, listen. How many times have other teams been given penalties? It's part of the game. It is what it is. It is what it is, and they were all clear cut. Bobby, smoke signals. Big up to you, and welcome to the chat and the panel. Elijah, big up to you. Prime Lukaku is back. Hashtag Lukaku by Andrew. What else? Who else do you have in here? That's it. Listen, people, big up to you all. People jumping in right now, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe. Let me say hello to my panelists. Boogie man, you must be over the moon today. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. How are you, Boogie?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Today is I think it's the 26th, and finished with all those Christmas nonsense. Sorry for saying that on the live TV. I'm happy to be back.
Holiday season, brother. It's the holiday season, people with big families, it hurts their bank balance, and so it is
what it is. Yeah. So listen,
welcome, Boogie.
Today
welcome,
the win, 3 points. It was a vital 3 point, and I'm happy.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. We will discuss this. Couch critic. Boxing Day started with some boxing by Romelu Lukaku. How was that, mate? How was that game? How you doing?
I don't know who Couch Critic is. Are you talking to me?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure who you were talking to.
Dennis Lukaku, my bad. I apologize. I just, I went on muscle memory. I went on muscle memory.
It's okay. I just have to big up my brother, my brother Lukaku coming through.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get too excited about it. I just think that we have to look at it from perspective where I saw this coming anyway, so I'm not really getting too over the moon about it. I knew that he had it in him to just deliver these types of performances. It's just now he's
good
just
timing
with them.
Good timing for him to do it. Good timing for him to do it. Big up to you. We're gonna discuss. Bobby, my man. What do you think? Half time we were all kind of nervous, man, but boy did we come through. How are you, brother?
Yeah, lots of good and bad performances today. Overall performance wasn't fantastic. Certain questions were answered. Lukaku certainly answered his critics, but it shouldn't be forgotten that there were criticisms of Thomas Tuchel. He doesn't know how to use him well. He certainly knew how to use him today. So, from that aspect, our strikers were blunt. I queried right from the beginning of the game, where are the goals going to come from? But, Big Rom came on. He did what we paid all that big bucks for him to do, and it was a great performance from him today.
It was fantastic. Fantastic.
Don't forget.
Yeah. We're gonna dissect it. We're gonna analyze it. We're gonna get into all of that. Big up. MDT. Big up to you. How are you, my man?
I'm good. Mo, thanks for having us. I hope everybody's okay and you guys having a good Christmas and your families are all doing well and safe. Okay, for me, to be honest, I'm not surprised. Just like Dennis Lukaku, I'm not surprised. All I was hoping for.
Dennis who? Say
just like Dennis Lukaku.
Yeah, that's the man. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. The only thing I was hoping for, if you want him to play more effectively, is the personnel around him. Today, if you check what happened, is the personnel around him. That's what managed him to play that way. If you're playing with certain personnel, you expect him to be something he's not. The manager knows how to play him. It's the players around him that are playing differently. So for me, it's not Tuchel's fault, the way Lukaku was. And also, it's not really fit. It's only 50%. Now I'm worried whether he's going to be all right for Brighton. So this is the thing.
Hopefully
the
he
front
will
line. The front line, they need to sort themselves out. The way they're moving is not good. It's not good. They're putting too much pressure on everybody, which is unnecessary.
No, definitely. The first half performance today was shambolic. Seriously, the first half was shambolic. There was, Bobby alluded to it. There was poor performances today. Today's result was fantastic. Today's outcome was fantastic. But some of the players, and especially in the first half, weren't doing great. Reece James didn't have a fantastic first half. Reece James just didn't really have a fantastic game on the wing until he was put into the centre back position. He played better. Pulisic was missing, absent without leave for the first half. He had like 4 touches of the ball in the entire first half. In the second half, being played out wide totally changed his game. Callum, again, first half was the best of the attackers. Wasn't fantastic, but was the best of the attackers. Second half, things changed. Mount also played well in the second half. I'm hoping Kante is not injured, because when he went off, he did have an ice pack put on his knee. So hopefully he's not seriously injured. We were expecting Kante and Kovačić to be rotated in this game. Hopefully Thiago Silva isn't too seriously injured, because that's the last thing we want right now, is for more names to be added onto that unavailable list, either injuries or COVID. All in all, the result was fantastic. The performance in the second half, I'm very happy with. First half, not so much. Second half, I'm happy with. I want to open the discussion and the debate to everybody on the panel. Give me your assessment of this game and how you saw the performance. And I want you guys to give me your impression of Romelu Lukaku's performance, because he's been out for some time. Today he had to step up to the plate, and I think he did. And I want to hear from you guys what's your opinion on his performance today. The discussion is open to everybody. Anyone can jump in.
I don't think. I think Romelu did exactly what he was supposed to do. He used his physicality, he used his speed, and he used his agility, his heading agility. He bullied the center backs, which was good to see, because they were relaxing. You know, they really had an easy time when they played against Pulisic. But I think that was also very sound tactically from Tuchel. You know, one thing Tuchel does very well is that he plays his stronger teams later on in the game. You know, he brings on his stronger players later on and likes to start with the weaker players. And that has an effect on the opposition, because you know, you can get used to playing in a certain way. And then when the ante's upped with somebody physical like Romelu coming in, it takes some getting used to adjust yourself. So this was vital that we got the 3 points. It was vital that we got the win, and we just managed to do it. Performance aside, I'm not looking too much at performances. We're still having players coming back from injury. I'm concerned about Thiago. I'm also concerned about Chalobah, because I know he's not fully fit. But on the other end, I think we can be looking forward to people like Havertz and Werner coming back, which will help us a great deal. The disappointment to me today was the finishing from Callum Hudson-Odoi. You know, he's got to do better. And I don't think Mason Mount had a good game today. And I can't forgive him for missing an empty net. I mean, come on. I mean, really, you know, I love Mason, but today was not a good day for him at all. But all in all...
Yeah. No, carry on, Bobby.
So just all in all, I think Alonso played well today, you know, as best as he can play. There was need for perhaps a bit more speed, a bit more quick passing, but generally he didn't do himself any harm. And I thought that hopefully we can preserve Kante for the Liverpool game. But I thought Kovačić made a big difference when he came on, because he was responsible for a lot of the effect from Lukaku. So all in all, I mean, gosh, it was a good win, very important win. But let's not go and screw it up and not beat Brighton. We've got to beat Brighton.
Facts.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, you know, there was elements that I wasn't happy about as well. But I think one thing that was very visible today was the fact that we had a solid midfield, and that enabled us to control the game. I think the first half, the first 20 minutes, we had 80% of possession. 80% possession in the first 20 minutes. That's big. That's big. We piled the pressure on right from the start of the second half, and that allowed us to dominate.
Can I contradict?
Contradict me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think that we had a very good midfield today, actually.
No?
I actually thought that Conte was actually off the pace, personally. As much as Jorginho got on the ball, he didn't really recognize the areas where we could have hurt teams. Like, I didn't see him pass the ball into space when guys made runs off the ball. Kovačić came in and changed the game for me. He was like the only midfielder that I thought that came in and actually played like a midfielder. Winning tackles, advancing the ball, dribbling past, just getting the things ticking over. But in the first half, my whole opinion of the first half was our right side was wide open, extremely wide open. So I'm talking about Chalobah, I'm talking about Reece James, I'm talking about Kante, and I'm talking, further up the pitch, who is it? Mason Mount was on the right. None of those guys played well for me, in my opinion. Chalobah rightfully got subbed at half. I don't think he's injured. I think that was a tactical switch because he wasn't really. He had, I think, what's his name? Ollie Watkins had the beating of him. And if I said it in the chat, and I don't know if it made sense, but I was just saying if we're going to be that aggressive, like push up that high up the pitch, then we have to have some reward of it. You have to get something out of it. It just seemed like we were very high and aggressive and not doing anything in the final third. And then as soon as they won the ball back, Chalobah was just left exposed with Ollie Watkins like the entire first half. He must have had like 3 or 4 chances to get in behind him and beat him every time, So yeah, I just felt like the first half in particular, that right side needed addressing, and I think that Tuchel recognized that and did what he had to do to get us, in a better position to win the game.
Yeah, no, Couch. When I said we had a good midfield, in comparison to what we've had recently, the fact that we had Kante and Jorginho playing together was a much better balance than we've seen with Saul, with Ruben, based on what we've had recently. This is the difference that Kante and Jorginho bring. Yes, Kante wasn't 100%. Yes, Kovačić is not 100%. Yes, Jorginho is not 100%. They're all carrying knocks. They're all returning to fitness. That being said, even them being not 100% was better to see them on the pitch than what we've seen in recent games. I agree with you. Especially that right hand side. That right hand side was
wide open.
Dangerous. I mean, it was good that we were focusing our play down the left because losing the ball on the right hand side was problematic. And every time we did, we saw Aston Villa on the counter. But I think the changes that Tuchel made were spot on. I was calling for Lukaku to come on at the beginning of the second half, and that happened. I think Pulisic had a very bad first half, not because he's not in form or he's not playing well. It's because of the position that he was asked to cover. That's not his position. As soon as he was pushed out wide, he had a fantastic game, and he changed the right hand side of the pitch when he went on there. So we saw balance restored to that position. So no, I agree with you, Couch.
Mm-hmm.
Boogeyman, Bobby, MDT, give me your thoughts, lads. Let me hear it. I want you guys to address the Lukaku situation, the elephant in the room, and I want to hear you guys address that. Go on.
I thought Boogie cannot stay long, isn't he? He can go. I'll wait for him.
Why are you trying to be nice, man? You don't need to be nice to me.
I'm always nice.
At the beginning of the day, when I heard that Lukaku was not starting, I was a little puzzled. Then I listened to Tuchel Presser, and Tuchel said both Callum and Lukaku just come out of COVID, and Cho look sharper in training. That sentence that I heard, I was already mad at Lukaku. I was like, what is this? Why can't you also be sharper in training and so you can start this game? Then I was waiting for this stream to just point that out again, say, why will the coach will say one is sharper than the other, one both come out of the COVID? But then I was just relaxed, I chill about it. The problem with today's game is we play really good at the first half. The midfield were actually in control of the game, and I think so. Problem is when we keep passing the ball around, and then Reece James start committing himself too much and not doing anything with the ball. At the end of the day, anyways, then you have space behind them. That's when you start seeing Chalobah being exposed. You see Kante has to work more. But I actually thought like Kante, every time Kante has the ball in the opposite half, he always trying to do something good with it. He gave a good ball, defend pretty good, give last passes, but James always bring the ball back. Mount always bring the ball back to do those round around again. So at the end of the day, it was just a toothless possession. And I didn't like it at one point. And if we all going to be honest, Villa was the better team in the first half. We have the possession, but they create better chances. And I was just like, is this going to be another 2-2 or another 1-1 and something like that at the end of the game? Then we're all waiting for Tuchel. And the other thing I will have to give some flowers to Tuchel. I was thinking Tuchel will make subs in 60, 70. But today, Big Rom came in the first half. Again, listen, I accept the fact that I've been a big critic of Romelu Lukaku, and the guy came in today and did what we expect him to do. Mostly, he put himself between defenders. He came in today to prove Tuchel that he would like to start. And I like the way Tuchel is treating Romelu Lukaku. He's not like in an obvious starter. He has to fight for it. And that last run Lukaku made, the willing of helping the team is the thing that I like about that run, because the fact that we've been pressed, I think it was Jorginho that kicked the ball, then Hudson-Odoi kicked the ball again, and Lukaku kicked the ball. He just trying to keep up with the ball and just push anybody that's trying to take the ball from him. So that combativity, that willing of keeping the ball and roll with the ball all the way to the box, that's what I want to see more and more and more and more in Lukaku. So today's game, listen, 3 point, I love it, but we need to put respect on that name. Lukaku deserved today to have been given a break. He played really good. And listen, 3 point.
Big up Boogeyman. Big up Boogeyman.
Those 2 points.
Big up Boogeyman.
Especially that today we were 9 points behind Manchester City. It's not even a joke anymore. We need to win the next game. And for me, if you ask me, I think he put himself back to the starting lineup. But it's Tuchel's decision, and in Tuchel we trust. He will make the proper decision. But Lukaku needs to show those fights. That fight that he has shown today, we need to see that more often. Yeah, that's all we did today. Yeah, I'm tired of toothless possession. It's so frustrating. Yeah, but come on.
Big up. No, spot on. And listen, you know, a lot of people would, how shall I put this? Would still be hating. Because by saying positive things about a player who they've been critical of, would be seen as, I wasn't, I was wrong about this, or I was right about this. No, that's not what we're about, and I respect you for that. So big up to you, Boogeyman. For saying it as it is. And today, Lukaku, for me, changed the game, and he is the reason why we won that game. For me, and had we not have had Lukaku in the team available to play today, we would have been in serious trouble. And I'm glad he was on that pitch, and I'm glad that Tuchel made that decision, because, like you, I was very surprised when I saw the lineup and I saw him not being chosen to start, and I'm like, what's going on? And Lukaku is not really a good impact player, as far as I was aware. But I guess that's why Tuchel gets paid the money, because he predicted it and he planned it well. So I'm pleased to see that. MDT, give me your thoughts.
Yeah, just before I give my opinion, just to answer that. Look, Tuchel was told by the medical team, because Lukaku has a very bad symptom of COVID, worse than Callum. So that's why he couldn't risk him. And also, if you remember, when he just signed for Chelsea, the Belgian medical team and the Chelsea medical team told both managers that Lukaku is fatigued. But Lukaku told them no, he can play, because he's a Chelsea fan. He wants to play. So that's why he came, he started playing. That fatigue catch up with him. Now Tuchel is trying to avoid that, because Mount did the same thing. Kai did the same thing. Players get injured, they lie to their managers. So Lukaku, and then him getting injured the last time, that's what affected him more, is the fatigue plus the injury. So Tuchel is playing it right. It's nothing to do with Lukaku. As far as he's concerned, he's ready to play. But the medical department is saying it is risky, because if somebody has a muscle fatigue, people forgot, the past 3 years he hasn't had a break. He's been playing for country and whatever. So I understand why Tuchel is doing it this way. For me, I'd rather you ease him in, ease the muscle fatigue out of him, and get his fitness to whatever. If he can give us 45 minutes like this every game, I'm fine with that. Because I'd rather that than him coming playing 60 minutes, 90 minutes. He can't do certain things that he's supposed to do. And that I support the manager in that aspect. But the only thing Tuchel did today That was different when he played Lukaku. Today is the first time Lukaku was on the pitch with Kova, Cho, and Pulisic. People forgot that. It's the first time ever he's been on the pitch with runners. You see, even the ball he gave to Mount, that chance Lukaku, Alonso and Mount struggled over. You see the 1-2? That's what I've been saying. Only Werner was the only one that was doing that with Lukaku. Today, Mount even did it once. So everything people, they're not looking at his quality. Today is the first time he played with players that can explore his quality. Kova, Cho, and Pulisic. Lukaku, if Lukaku doesn't play with runners, you're wasting your time. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, that was the thing Tuchel was waiting for. I don't believe anything. He was just waiting for the right moment. And he's going to do that. Soon you will see Lukaku playing with these players. And today, the other thing I was look at, which I'm really a bit disappointed with, I'm happy with the result. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But I'm a little bit disappointed. Is Shaw need to take those chances. And also Mount. Mount,
you see,
sorry.
I'm more disappointed in Callum than I am in Mount, and I'll tell you why. Mount, his angle. In my opinion, he should have passed that ball rather than taking the shot.
Thank you. That's what I was going to tell you. Mount was selfish there. Mount was selfish. Lukaku
Callum
was there. Kova was there. Callum, everybody was available. Empty post. Instead of shooting on your weaker foot, a normal playmaker in that position, you look for the right ball. You don't look for glory. Yes. Okay. Callum, I'm disappointed with him because of, it's a good save. Everybody will say it's not a miss or whatever. Even the statistics, that's what they say. It's a good save. It's not a miss. But for me, you should have lifted the ball. This is the second time. Against Manchester United too, you should have just lifted the ball off the ground a little bit. He gave the goalkeeper more, because they have to use their eye coordination more. But if the ball is on the grass, they know where to put their hand. So for me, these are the things I'm looking at. Okay, but then I don't want to be too critical, because I remember Vinicius Junior at Real Madrid was the same. He was missing hella chances. And then if you remember Raheem Sterling as well, was missing a lot of chances. The same thing Callum is doing. So I'm looking at his age, but still he should be scoring those chances. Those are the things. I can't blame the manager for that. And also, I hope now we can see Lukaku working bit by bit, not to rush himself and get this thing into a mess like all them he did the last time, forcing yourself. We know you're a Chelsea fan. We know you want to prove. We know you love the club, all that. But all I want a 45-minute Lukaku or 50-minute Lukaku that will give me the best than a Lukaku that want to play 90 minutes and cannot do his thing. For me, that's my take so far. I can go on. I don't want to go too long. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. The reason why I've brought up the table is to show you how close it still is. And considering we have a game against Liverpool and Man City in the very near future. I mean, Liverpool were playing them next Sunday. Those games have become less of a must-win and more of a must-not-lose kind of games. As long as the points gap is so close, any points that you're able to take away in respect to the number of games you have, you're going to keep yourself in the fight. 3 points here, 3 points there. The league is still wide open. The title race is still wide open, and I saw a few people commenting. Even after we secured this win, that the title race is over. Even after we've secured this win, and I keep bringing it up on the screen every single time to show people, look how close it is. Look how close it is. The title race ain't over by a long shot. I don't know. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I wrong here, guys?
I gotta wonder who's saying that kind of stuff after a win. That's just a pessimist, somebody that does not, or either is watching the league for the first time, because I don't think any title's been decided on December 26th. So
with this points gap, yeah.
There's a stream I just saw before we went live that was saying that, some people are so enamored by Man City that they don't see them dropping any points, which is ridiculous. Man City, don't get me wrong, they are an incredibly good side. They're a settled side. They've got the continuity, the longevity of continuity with them. But they've been quite lucky so far, especially over this December period. They've been quite lucky. It's unlikely you go through a run in the Premier League, even if you are the favourites to win it, and not have some bumps somewhere. Their injury time will come. COVID time will probably come. So anything can happen now. Gosh, in football, a week is a long time. But however, responding to what you've said, Mo, yes, the Liverpool-Man City games are must-not-lose games, but they also are must-win games. If we're going to have any pretensions of winning the Premier League, we've got to try and put those teams away, because who's going to beat them if not us?
Sure.
So it is tough. It's very, very tough. It's a big ask because we're still very much a work in progress. But it's not over. It's not over at all by any stretch of the imagination.
Sure.
Can I talk about the Man City thing?
I understand what Bobby has said. It is unlikely that Manchester City run through the entire season without having serious problem. And a week in the football, like he said, a lot of stuff can happen. The league can change. But the fact that it is unlikely does not mean it's not possible. And we're playing Manchester City, and today we said if we were to lose today's game, it's 9 points. Then the chance for getting into the league will be difficult, or the title race will be difficult. So we're playing Manchester City, and the team we have right now, everybody is half injured, have problem, have a physical condition. If we play Manchester City in this condition, if we don't beat them, who is going to beat them? That's the problem in this condition. So it seemed like against Manchester City, as things look like today, it looked like we're going to be 9 points behind them when the time comes. That's a probability. There's a chance that happened. So for people to say the title is over, I think they're basing that on a probability. There's a chance, so they think that chance is enough for them to call it at this stage of the league. So for me, I'm not sure, but I think it's going to take something big happen to Manchester City for us to for them to run away with the league this season. That's all I'm
sure. I'll come in. I'll let MDT go first. Go on, MDT. Go on.
Yeah. For me, I don't get this. Today, Man City player understand Leicester team, okay, and they have similar goal shot on target and similar shot. Go and watch the game again, and City score from 2 penalties and through 2 corner kick. Only 2 goals from open play. So when you see the scoreline, you go like, oh my goodness. When you watch the game, they pass or move or whatever. But when you check clear-cut chances and how much penetration, and this is the only one defender they have missing, okay? And they were cut through with Lukman and what's his name? Lukman, Nacho, and what's his name? What's the other guy's name? Madison. Okay? They were cut through. Each time those people counter them. Each time. City defense were all over the place. If that was a Chelsea team today, even though we win 4-3, fans would be screaming murder to say, look, Rudiger is useless. This is useless. Mendy is useless. Look at their goalkeeper's mistake. Even last week, Liverpool's goalkeeper's mistake. But you don't hear their fans exaggerate their errors. Chelsea fans, what we're good at is exaggerating our shortcomings. We're very, very good at it. If a Chelsea player made a mistake, he's useless. You don't hear that in any other fan base but ours. If Man City today, look at Diaz, look at their defense today. It was all over the place. Their goalkeeper, everybody was making errors. Leicester could have scored more.
Mo, keep your train of thought. I'm just going to show you the post-match comments made by Tuchel, and I'll come back to you. So let's just give us a second more. This is what Tuchel had to say after the game. It's 2 parts, so this is part 1.
How much of a game changer was the introduction of Romelu Lukaku?
I don't know. For today, it was a game changer. But do we both know that that we have the responsibility to do that? We let Callum Hudson-Odoi play for 90 minutes because we need to change other players on the pitch. Who decides that? And so today he's the game changer. And maybe we do a big mistake here, letting players play from Corona and having 1 or 2 training sessions. But obviously they make us play, and so we play, and we play 2 more cup games, and we play against teams who prepare, who have games postponed, and who prepare 1 week these matches. Okay, so it's like it is, but this cannot be the right way.
You're taking the challenge on, so when you pick up all 3 points today, does that give you satisfaction? The change you made at half-time and what you changed
but it's
around
not enough.
as well.
Yeah, but there's not enough changes for us. It's as easy as that. I mean, 5 changes were invented because of Corona. Whole Europe has 5 changes, but whole Europe has a winter break, and we play through. And on which shoulders we put it? On the players' shoulders. Okay, so this is the result. Now they make us play all the time. Even if we have COVID or something else, and now we have new injuries, and this will not stop. It cannot stop.
What happens from here then?
I don't know. People at the chairs and people at the green table, and then somewhere in offices take these decisions. This is how it is.
All right, that's the first part. This is the second part.
Okay, he had a very good performance today, and he was.
Romelu Lukaku said to us that he needed a performance like that today.
Yeah, but it's not fair today. Okay, he had a very good performance today, and he was very helpful. But it's not fair, and he's not ready for that, even if he wants it. I mean, we have all been 10 days with a flu in bed. I did not play 2 days later a match at Villa Park, and we don't know what happens from that. We just put the players in, but we don't know. Nobody knows. And okay, he was a game changer today. Of course, we're super happy. I'm super impressed with the guys, but I'm super concerned.
It's clear you are concerned and angry as well, because despite the win, major concerns about the health and safety of your players.
Of course, and we will have the same discussion on Wednesday again.
But do you expect anything to change, though?
No. Nobody asked us, and if we say what we want to change, it's not possible to change. Okay, so we keep on going.
Romelu Lukaku.
Okay.
Oh, Mo, can I start with this one?
Yep.
Because Tuchel has just expressed how I feel. I'm pissed. Forgive me. I am boiling at the way Chelsea in particular is being treated. We addressed this yesterday. We're now going into cheat mode. You hate Chelsea so much that you are prepared and happy to put their players at risk just so as to weaken them and to see them drop points. And the whole hypocrisy of the Premier League and the media about this, we care about players' welfare. BS. Complete BS. Tuchel is absolutely right. We talk about, we didn't play well in the first half. We had to bring Romelu on. We are playing with injured, half-injured, returning from injury, returning from COVID players. It is a miracle we are where we are. And it's also an absolute disgrace that we are being forced to play like this.
Boogeyman, I'll let you come in. You got to leave soon, so I'll let you come in.
Listen, I can only line behind Bobby. This is sad. We put in human being life in line for a game we all love. We invest our time, our money, our support, our everything. We even neglect our family for stuff like that. Then you go back, you get a story like that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, it just does not make any sense. Sorry, I'll go a little personal. My mother always think people that support football have no brain. My wife does not like me because I support football. Because of those things we're hearing all the time. It's all business. Human beings are used as a merchandise. It's not good. If Tuchel after a win has to come on the TV on a live TV and say stuff like that, something needs to be changed, guys. Like, it's just simple as that. We can't be doing this. Come sitting here talking, and then you go when it comes to real life questions, you cannot answer those questions. You cannot defend a sport that you like. That's crazy, man. That's getting out of hand at this point. COVID, everybody is scared of it. Why would everyone make proper decision or proper schedule? At least 5 subs. It's not even difficult. 5 subs, just do that. It's as simple as that. Like, what is it? What is the human side of this sport then, or this FA people? I don't understand it. Anyways, listen. Like I said, I have to bounce. I will be listening, and I will come in whenever I have a 2 or 3 minutes. I need to go take care of some guests.
Take care.
Thanks for having me, guys, and stay blessed, guys, and stay safe.
Thanks for coming on. God bless. Thanks for coming on. I'm going to go back to MDT, but before I go back to MDT, I just want to say something. This is the first time that I've seen Tuchel show this much emotion since he's been at Chelsea. I've seen him show it in press conferences when he was at Dortmund, at Paris Saint-Germain. But at Chelsea, this is the first time he's done it. And I think he's done it because he's had enough. And it's not only that he sees the effect that it's had on his players and his squad, but I think he has also heard and seen the other matches that have been postponed under different or under more convenient circumstances to them, and ours weren't. And he can now not only understand, but he can now see the imbalance, the unlevel playing field that we are having to play under. And this performance that we saw today by Lukaku has now, in my eyes, become even greater after hearing what Tuchel has said, because Lukaku did have symptoms. He was in bed for 10 days. And he's come back and he's played and he's put in that performance. And that, for me, that shows, how great a performance that was by Lukaku. So, I'm not sure if I should be happy that I've seen Tuchel, interact with us on a pure level, on an emotional level, or if I should be sad that he's been under so much stress that he's had to do that on screen, post match, that he has won 3 points, that he has gained a title race that he's still in, and he is this unhappy because of what he's been made to do and the hurdles he's been made to jump through. I'll go to MDT and then we'll address the rest of the comments. Go on, MDT.
Bobby, I agree with you, but one thing that football fans we fail to understand is there's a phrase in finance. It's called no human involved. That's what they see when they see these players. They don't see human beings, they see commodities, whether that's the club. The reason why Tuchel speak like this, he come from Germany. They don't see it that way. They don't see football or sport in this commercialized form of it. There are 2 countries in this world that see everything in the lens of money, commodities. There's no human involved. That's what the phrase is. That's America, United States of America, and Great Britain. There's no human involved. As far as they're concerned, these players are commodities. They buy them to perform, to be on stage, to entertain, to shut up and do what you're told. Even when you're wrong, once you're under contract, you shut up. You do, we make the rules. Whatever we say, you do. When a player is injured, he's thrown on the side. When a player have health issue, contract is terminated and insurance will pay them. They're gone. So we support the team. We support the sport we love. but there's no ethic involved. So that's why you see me when a player have contract issue, fans kicking off and everything. You should take a side of a human being when it comes to that, not a sign of cooperation. I support the team on the pitch. I understand the business part of it as well because you need to make money. But when you come to human being and cooperation, I will take the human side. But most fans we have more in common with these players than the chief executives, than the board members. These players are our brothers, similar to whatever, come from the same background as most of us. But the way we attack them, it's like they're the enemy. And right now, they have family. They're playing under this COVID condition. Look at Lukaku. He could have fallen on that pitch today and have a heart attack. That will be the end of his career. Who cares? Chelsea fans will say, oh, when are we going to sign the next striker? We need to replace him. There is no human involved. There's no human involved. Any one of those players that had COVID, and the thing is, this is what I used to talk about. I said their lung capacity hasn't recovered. When you have COVID, it takes you a while to perform in that, and they're running under that condition. They could fall, they could collapse. The players that are coming back from injury, not fully fit, running around like N'Golo Kante has a health condition. That's what his brother died from. The father died premature death from. There is risking his health being out there for us to watch a game to say, oh, we won. Hey, 3 points. We won title. We don't care about human beings. Us, the fans, we are same as the FA and the commercialization of the board members and all the clubs or what. They don't care. If they care about the players, changes will happen. The pundit, the ex-players, as soon as they retired, all they care about is the money they've been paid. 3 million, 4 million to be punditry. Look at Simon Jordan the other day. Said on Talk Sport.
Mo, I'm gonna interrupt you for 1 second because this comment by Tuchelista is right up your alley. The funniest thing about Tuchel's interview is how Jeff keeps trying to move the question away from COVID. Tells you the Premier League doesn't really care. That's spot on Tuchelista. And
they don't care.
They don't care.
And the media, don't let them get off the hook.
That's what I'm gonna go to. That's what I'm gonna go to, Bobby. Have you heard what Simon Jordan said? These players, if it wasn't for football, they'll be working at McDonald's. Like these players have no brain. Lukaku is a degree holder. Most of these players on that pitch, they have qualification, especially the foreign ones. They're degree holders. N'Golo Kante is an accountant, qualified. So people think they're dumb. This is their hobby they were blessed with, and they're making money off it. But doesn't make them less of a human being. People don't see that. Most of the people in the media, they come from wealthy background. They went to grammar schools. All these journalists you see, they didn't go to normal schools. Just go and check their resume. They didn't come from this council estate, only few of them. Those days are gone, and they are the people you listen to. They will tell you to criticize a player, you take their whatever. They will lie about a player. You go after people you came from the same background with. I don't blame them alone. We are part of the problem. Us fans. If somebody make you turn against somebody that came from similar background as you, that says more about you. These people come from the same, all these journalists, and these politicians, they all come from the 1%. The chief executives at the club, the same thing. For the feed, always we're fighting against the players. People we should know more about. We should, So when you look at it, all this, they don't care. They don't care. Players are dropping since the last 2 seasons. More players have retired because of heart condition than any time in football history.
MDT, I'm so sorry. Listen, breaking news. The game on Tuesday between Wolves and Arsenal has been postponed. Why? Due to COVID and injuries.
Yeah, I heard it before. I didn't say anything. I heard it. The reason why I didn't say anything because I'm upset. They don't care. They don't care. And
that's why Tuchel's eyes are up here. That's why Tuchel's eyes are up in his forehead, because he can't believe the double standards that he's been seeing. Strip Bear, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Strip Bear, we have just watched Tuchel's press conference. post-match press conference. The reaction you're seeing and you're hearing, and anyone else who's joining the stream, the reaction you're hearing and you're seeing is the reaction that we've had since we've watched that press conference and heard what Tuchel had to say, and the emotion and the anger that came along with what he said in respect to what we had to go through to play this match today, and the players suffering and recovering, and their welfare is being jeopardized because of the double standards that we're seeing currently by the Premier League. And that is, we're delighted, Stripper. Don't get us wrong. We are delighted at the 3 points. We are delighted at the result. But the cost that we had to pay to get that result is a little bit disheartening. And that's why you're hearing this reaction. Thank you for your donation. Much appreciated. Guys, I'm sorry for interrupting you.
No. Oh, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit, when it comes to this, I'm a little, because it's very close to my heart. When it comes to quitting a job that put money before people, because I was part of that industry. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was. It's not a nice place. There's no human involved. I never used to look at people as human beings. I look at them as profit, as money. And thank God I changed, getting married, starting family, you start looking at, because my father wasn't like that. The reason why I was like that is more like my uncle, my brothers, they're all into this. It's all about that. But I left that life. It's not, because you don't put profit before people. You don't put profit before people.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No. You're spot on. You're spot on more. The thing is this. There is two sides to this. The first side is the fact that teams and clubs are being made to adhere to different rules and regulations than Chelsea. That's one side of it. And the second side of it is the emotional side that we're seeing. That we are actually putting lives at risk here. It's not a matter of there's one offside rule for everyone else and one offside rule for Chelsea. It's not like that. It's not a technical thing. It's a life-threatening thing, and that's why you see Tuchel being so passionate and so angry. And I think and I hope that will affect some decision making in the future. I don't know. Will it? I don't know. I hope it will. I hope so. Cash, let me hear. Dennis, let me hear what you have to say.
I don't really have much more to add to this. I think that Bobby, yourself, and MTT pretty much covered the full gamut of it. 5 subs. It's pretty simple, I'm pretty sure I've been on different streams and said the exact same thing. This is just unfair. I've been in the chat saying the exact same thing. Chelsea don't necessarily. When Chelsea win, it's felt more by the supporters, because you're not just beating the opponent on the pitch, you're also beating the FA, you're beating the referees association. Like, it just feels like everyone has their target on trying to destabilize Chelsea, the media, everyone. So that's why when we win, it's such a momentous occasion, right? Like, we celebrate. I'm still celebrating the Champions League. To this day, I'm still celebrating it. And it's basically just the fact that, like, we always feel like whenever we're in a position where we are about to, like, take over, really put down the gauntlet and start, like, really, going at teams, they change the playing field. They don't make it even again, So I don't know, man. And I do have a caveat about this. I don't think that it's the FA that's putting lives at risks. I think it's just they're forcing us to make tough decisions with 3 points on the line. So we're risking Conte because we want to stay in the title race. We're risking Lukaku because we want to stay in the title race. Where what they're trying to force us to do is play these kids that are inexperienced and not ready at this level. So they're forcing us to make decisions where we're putting people at risk rather than just doing the right thing and just calling these matches off. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. It's been going on for years. I mean, we've all seen it. It's just when we win, we just got to make it even more like unappealing, unacceptable for them. Like we just got to keep winning, because when we keep winning, it just angers them more, So
Dennis,
that's basically it.
Dennis, you know what makes this so much more unacceptable? You talk about they want us to use our youth, but the youth teams have been shut down as well. On Tuesday, or was it Wednesday, against Brentford, we had kids, little boys, young boys that only trained twice with the first team. Why? Because they're all isolating. So now they are quite prepared and happy to put underage youth at risk. It's infuriating. And the selective punishment of Chelsea Football Club in particular it's just appalling. And I don't blame. I think Tuchel was quite measured because, boy, I'm sitting here. I'm burning up. I'm really burning up. It's just unacceptable. And then you get the media with their BS. You hear them on Gillette Sports, all these ex-Tottenham, all these people talking rubbish, absolute rubbish. And Mo's right. We are using these people. The human aspect of it has gone. There comes a time, right, where when somebody's welfare is at stake, all bets are off. All bets are off. You've got to start doing things differently to protect humanity. But there's personal interest involved. There's also money. And what pees me off the most is that desire to cheat in order to achieve your ends. It's sickening. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional, Mo. But
no, you're spot on, Bobby. You're spot on. You're saying what I'm feeling right now. So you're spot on. The thing is this. When will this stop? When will this end? Will it end? Will it stop? Because it seems to be. It's been going on for years. I mean, the way it's happening has changed. With the current climate we're in, but we've always had this animosity towards us, this hate towards Chelsea from the mainstream media.
They hate us because they can't be us, man. That's why.
But Couch, the biggest problem I have with it is not that they can't be us, is that some of our fan base is actually jumping on this bandwagon and on this train. It's like Chelsea were out of the title race before it even started. Chelsea cannot mount a challenge against Liverpool and Man City.
Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is?
We started the season. We were top for the majority of the first half of the season.
I'll tell you this, Mo.
Yeah, go on.
People that think the title race is over right now are the same people that didn't believe there was a title race to begin with.
Yeah.
They're basically jumping on now because at the beginning of the year they didn't think that Chelsea would be in the title race to begin with. So it's just looking for angles to support their own argument that they, see, I'm right. You see, look, they're only 6 points back, but no, look what City's doing, scoring 6 goals and surrendering 3. I don't buy that, man. I'm pretty calm when it comes to games with Chelsea, games against Chelsea, the opposition. Because to be honest with you, I've already said from the beginning, I think that City have the best opportunity to win based on the fact that they've done it before. They know the terrain. They have a veteran squad and it's deep. Chelsea is a very young squad. We have some winners in the squad. We won the Champions League and whatnot, but they haven't really gone the distance in the Premier League before, and it takes some doing. We're hoping that we can navigate it this year just because we strengthen well and whatnot, but it's not going to be easy. Nobody can look at what's happening in the title race right now and think that anyone, is going to win this thing easily. It's going to take a lot of doing when even with the backdrop of COVID and fixture congestion. So yeah, I can't listen to what other people are saying right now, talking about like title race being over and like the gap being too big and Boxing Day. It just seems silly, like it's like you haven't watched the Premier League before. It's like you haven't seen this exact same occurrence happen year after year.
It's a three-horse race. And I am not saying Chelsea will definitely win it, but they can, and so can Liverpool, and so can Man City. All three clubs have a fantastic opportunity to win the Premier League this season, and that is why the Premier League is such a beautiful competition to watch, because there is going to be a battle for that title, and three massive clubs. And this situation we're going through, it's a painful situation. It's a hard situation, but it's only going to make the taste of victory all that sweeter should we win the title at the end of the season.
100%.
Yeah, but Mo, have you guys noticed one thing? All the teams that have had the COVID break, like because of they all come back fresh. Look at Villa today; they were fresher than us.
Yeah.
Brentford was fresher than us. Tottenham are fresh. Look at the way they play.
Yeah.
Still smashing,
Every team is coming back fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's going to catch up with us.
Of course.
The injured players are not fit. The players that are coming back from COVID are not fit. People think because you recover from COVID, you're fit. You're not fit. Because your lung capacity, it needs to recover. Okay. I don't understand the logic behind it. I don't understand. I know there's money involved. I know. Everything we want to, whether we like it or not, there's money involved. And there is no way on earth they will want to lose a penny. The top teams. Okay? I remember last season, before Tuchel get here, when the COVID started, I remember Lampard was complaining because there was
since we've lost MDT a bit, Mo, I just want to say, if money.
We haven't lost MDT. We haven't lost MDT. He's still talking.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Bobby,
remember
Bobby,
when?
I think you might have lagged out, Bobby. MDT is still talking. I'll let you
Yeah.
come in after. I'll let you come in after.
Yeah. You remember when Lampard was complaining about something when the COVID started, and they said, "Well, Chelsea voted against it, or Chelsea didn't raise it up in the meeting." You remember? There was something about substitution or something Lampard was complaining about. Even our own club went there. But because of they said if we voted, I don't know what it is, but I can't remember exactly. But there was something. But our club was worried if we voted for it, we would lose some money. They didn't vote for it or against it. Okay? That's Chris Bock, our chairman. He didn't vote to change the rule because we will lose some money. Liverpool, the same thing. All the top teams didn't vote for it. The managers were complaining for it. Klopp was complaining. Lampard was complaining, whatever. So sometimes it's not only the FA, even our own chief executives, the money people, what they see is money. We should know that. They don't see this as anything else other than money. It's finance. Football is not football what we fall in love with. It's not. It is financial transaction now. Anywhere you go. Okay, in Germany it's different. In France they can even shut the league down tomorrow because they don't care. But that's not England or America. It will not happen. It will not happen. So us, the fans, have to realize that we have to come together and start to see this as our game, rather than just say, oh. And also, I don't understand these Chelsea fans, they have a fascination with Man City or Liverpool. You will never see a Real Madrid fan say anything good about Barcelona, or a Barcelona fan say anything good about Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You have to check yourself. I will never see a Dortmund fan say anything good about Bayern. The same thing, Juventus fan and AC Milan or Inter Milan. But Chelsea fans, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like the 21st century fans. It's like this is a monopoly, whatever it is, or FIFA. You know, I don't get it. I don't care. Sometimes City match going on, I watch halfway and shut it down because if they're winning, why would I want to watch it? I don't care about City.
I think what it is MDT. We discussed this yesterday. A lot of them are people that don't have that. You see, the culture and the love of your club is something a lot of these people don't have. They just came in, maybe they saw Chelsea lift the Champions League or something like that. They're into the team that's winning at that time. And so they're not real Chelsea fans. They're just fans of the fashionable winning team. That's how I see it, and I'm sure I'm not far wrong. But coming back to this statement about money and what's going on now, and I'm even going to negate the select bias against Chelsea. Let's look at the general welfare and the progression of our game. Now, if we find because of fixture pile-ups and because they want to keep their contracts and all the money going on, what I'm looking for is the common sense, humane thing to do and say, okay, look, we have to have 5 substitutions just like everywhere else in Europe. My God, really? Can't you do that? Must you do things in such a way that people are physically at risk? If you have 5 subs, then you can have your Lukaku's coming back, playing 40 minutes, 45 minutes, and things like that. That's fine. But what's going on now, to me, I think is even criminal.
Yes, I am related to Lukaku, by the way, Chioma. Yeah. He's
my
brother today. He's my brother. And I kind of wanted to like get back onto the matches because I feel like we're not going to be able to change any of that. Like we're not going to be able to change the FA's decisions on that. And I think that it just comes down to the fact that they're trying to keep the league the same as it was before. Like if you give Chelsea the opportunity to use 5 subs, obviously it's a benefit to Chelsea because we have a stronger bench than some of these other squads, like the lower table teams. I agree, though. I think it should happen because it's player safety first, and clearly, with the amount of matches that teams are playing right now, and also the added weight of the COVID, the pandemic and whatnot, it would seem like a logical thing to do, but I don't think they're going to budge on it. So we got to find a way through it all the same, just fight through this one as well.
Dennis, sorry to labor the point. I know we want to get off it, but do you know what? They talk about these so-called lesser teams. If you don't have a strong team on the field, of course, of course you're not going to have a strong team on the bench. It's not going to make a difference. The only thing is that you're going to be able to get more fresh players on. So that argument, I think, is baseless. It really is.
Well, I think it just comes down to the fact that, I think it just comes down to the fact that you get more obviously, not a lot of teams can go 18 deep with quality, right? Like, as soon as you get past your 14th man, the drop-off is stark for a lot of these teams, right? A lot of these teams. So I think that there could be an advantage to the bigger squads, the squads that are actually playing in the Champions League and stuff like that, for instance, which, again, only makes sense. Of course, they need bigger squads because they're playing in 2 competitions. So, Of course, they can have deeper squads.
The advantage is negated by the sheer number of games they have to play.
That's just it, right? And the stress on, the stress for injuries. But again, I don't know what the solution is. They're not going to change it. That's for sure. They want to make this the toughest league in the world or whatever it is, right? Like, it's like they don't even take Europe into consideration half the time. They don't see Europe as being something that is desirable for British clubs to win as well. Like this is, you should be giving them every opportunity to succeed in Europe as well. You know what I mean? That only brings more shine to your league. Makes no sense to me. Like the fact that like in La Liga, they'll give you matches on Fridays if you play on Tuesday because they know that you got the Champions League game coming up. That doesn't happen in the Prem. It happens in every other league except for the Prem. It's just ridiculous.
Just some food for thought, lads. It's just some food for thought. Eric, welcome to the stream. How are you?
Yo, hi guys. Merry Christmas, Mr. Couch. I didn't catch you in the recent streams. Good to see you again.
As well, brother.
Good to be back on the stream.
Welcome, Eric. Listen, guys, I want to give you some food for thought. All right. Let's look at this title race. Chelsea are on. What is it? We're on 41 points, and so is Liverpool. Okay, now I want to show you something. We have they have a game in hand when it comes to the position. Now Chelsea have a game. If you would allow me, let's look at Liverpool. Liverpool have a game against Leicester on Tuesday. Okay, and then they're playing us on Sunday. Yeah, okay, so playing Leicester on Tuesday and then us on Sunday. In regards to us, we have a game against Brighton on Wednesday, and then we're playing Liverpool on Sunday. Therefore, when we actually play them, if we were to beat them, we would potentially build a gap that they can literally rectify. They couldn't rectify it for a little bit longer, right? Because then they've got two cup games. They've got 2 cup games, 3 cup games, and then they're playing Brentford. So they're always going to be lagging behind us with a game. And potentially points-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So beating Liverpool will not only give us a 3-point gap on them in regards to being ahead of them, but they'll always be lagging behind us by 1 game. Therefore, they will always be playing catch-up for a big chunk until they're actually able to catch up on games. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So the game against who are they playing next again?
I'll show you. They play Leicester on Tuesday.
Leicester, okay. So
and
the game against
Leicester today.
So the game against Leicester is not the game in hand.
No. Because after Leicester, they're playing us. Okay. So if we beat them, that will be the 20th game of the season for us. Sorry, 21st game of the season for us, and the 20th for them. Okay. If we continue to win and they continue to win, they'll always be not only 3 points behind us, but also they'll have a game in hand, which is a lag. The way I see it is a lag because it's not a game in hand that you've already won. Do you understand? That's a potential loss that could happen at any point in time. So you're not guaranteed to have those 3 points, and at the same time you're lagging behind us. So the game against Liverpool is crucial. If we beat Liverpool, it's going to be a crucial game. I mean, it's just a way to look at it, I guess.
Yeah, that's why the Premier League have given them a rest and a sure banker against Leicester on Tuesday.
Yeah. 3 points in the hand, in the bag, pretty much. Especially after the performance they've had today, they're rattled big time.
Do you know about Man City's fixtures? The next fixtures before.
I'll put them up. Give me a second. Just give me 1 second. Share screen. Okay, so Man City are playing Brentford on Wednesday, and then Arsenal on the 1st of January. And then they got Swindon Town in the FA Cup, and they got us on the 15th.
I think we need to beat Man City because they just keep winning right now, and I don't know when they'll drop points next.
Eric, hold on. So let's just count this. So from now till the time they play us, they've got 3 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about us? Let's say how many games we've got.
5
until we play them. So we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games before we face Man City. We're playing literally. Oh boy, 5 games, man, and
it's because we're still in the EFL Cup.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's the two legs against Conte's Tottenham. And after we play City, we're back playing Tottenham in the league. Our first World Cup fixture is on the 9th of February. Okay, they put them on here.
So is that before the Champions League? Yeah, it is. Okay,
It
so the
is, yeah.
second.
It's yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm looking forward to this fixture.
You're looking forward to TBD?
Yeah,
Yeah, man, that's a big one, man.
Listen, I gotta be honest with you. I really want that trophy.
Yeah.
I really want that trophy.
If we have, I don't want to say anything controversial, so I'll just say we have to win that trophy.
Say controversial.
Okay.
We're all about controversial.
If Chelsea don't win that trophy, and Tuchel gets sacked, it will be difficult for me to protest too much. That's what I said.
Whoa! Slow down.
I'm gonna apply. That's not controversial. That's just being silly, man.
Slow down.
Okay.
If he doesn't win the Club World Cup and he gets sacked,
I'm actually concerned.
So if he doesn't win and he gets sacked, and that's the reasoning for him getting sacked,
I think it can be justifiable.
What?
To sack him. I think so.
Based
yes.
on what?
Okay, so if we don't win the World Club Cup, we should sack Tuchel.
The club might, and
no, but what would you do?
No.
Of course not.
Talking about you.
Not.
Okay.
Yeah, look. Of course I wouldn't. No.
But you'd be alright with it, though.
No, I wouldn't be all right with it, but I would understand a little bit. Because,
what?
Yeah, no, I would
I'd be gobsmacked. I'd be shocked. I might even go to the hospital and get some medication, man. Why would they sack him for not winning the World Club Cup?
I mean, this is such an important.
Even if he doesn't win the Premier League, they shouldn't sack him. Even if he doesn't win the Premier League, they should.
Of course not. Of course, look, they shouldn't sack him no matter what. I don't even like. There would need to be a lot.
I think I know what you're getting at. I think I know what you're getting at. You're getting at that is a relatively easy trophy to win because the opposition we're playing is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's part of it. We're expected to win because we're the best team, and who knows the next chance we get, right? And we've never won it before.
Okay, but we just looked at the fixture list and we looked at how condensed it is. Therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if Tuchel kind of doesn't give it that much of the priority, especially if by then we are still, a couple of points off the top of the league.
Yeah.
Priorities, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look.
All right,
for
let
me,
me ask you.
It's huge.
No. Actually, it's a good point. I'm going to ask everyone this question. If we are still in the title race, within a few points, 6 points by then, as far as I'm concerned, we're still in a very strong position. So, if we are still in a very strong position in the Premier League, should Tuchel put a strong squad together for the World Club Cup, even though it may have repercussions on the Premier League, or should he continually focus on the Premier League? What should he do?
Can I jump in there? Because I think
you can. Yeah.
I think it all just comes down to money, to be honest with you. Obviously, the prestige and honor of winning a Club World Cup is big, but
massive.
That's not where the butter's being bred. The bread's being buttered right now. Like if you get knocked out in the Champions League, that'll have repercussions. If you're falling out of top 4 contention, that'll have repercussions.
Yeah.
Losing the FA Cup, losing the Club World Cup, all these things. I mean, as much as we want to win everything that we're in, it's not really the ramifications aren't going to be that severe, So it's all about the money game. This board, everyone that works at the board level right now, they're looking at the bottom line. So, as much as I do believe that everyone at the club wants to win the Club World Cup, maybe more the supporters than the actual, the club itself. I don't think that they're going to be batting an eye to it if it comes down to staying in contention for the Premier League versus winning the Club World Cup.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to finances, whether you finish first, second, third, the difference in payment is not that huge. What we need is the title in the Premier League. But when it comes to which one one-off tournament that will make you more money commercially and whatever, just by playing 2 games, is the World Club Cup. You make more money for that 2 games you win than if you, like per capita, just 2 games, the amount of money you create through sponsors and using the image and everything, you make more money. So I believe the Premier League is the bread and butter. But I don't think Tuchel will pick and choose which tournament to win or to lose. He will go for both and see where we are, because you can't pick and choose. Because I've seen it before. Remember when Jose Mourinho, when we were winning the title, we were favorite first season.
Exactly.
We were knocked out of the FA Cup because he rests players, because of he wanted to concentrate on the league and the Champions League. He wanted the league and the Champions League. We didn't win the league and the Champions League. So sometimes don't pick and choose. Just go for all. See what happens. For me, that's all. Go for all and see what happens. I don't like to pick and choose which tournament.
Absolutely, MDT. I can't even believe we're having this conversation. There is no way under the skies of this planet that Chelsea will not field its strongest team to go to a World Club Cup. No way. Neither would I expect any less. Who does that? I don't know what the fan base is. It's weird. Who does that? I remember the first time we went onto this, and then we had Chelsea TV, and I even had a serious argument with some ex-players.
I'm sure you were on it. I remember listening to that episode. You were on it, weren't you, Bobby?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I remember that one.
Oh, so you go back that far?
Bro, I go back 2000, man. What's wrong with you?
Them. So who does that? Who does that? You don't do that. Real Madrid will never do that. Bayern will never do that. That competition is huge, and you only get to play in it if you win your Champions League. And how often are we going to do that? So we're going to go for it with everything we've got. You know, you don't pick and choose. Say, oh, we only want to go for this. No, you go for it with everything. Remember Liverpool? Liverpool were playing their kids in the cup games back home, and took their first team to the World Club Cup because they wanted that trophy. So I'm not even going to have the conversation. I mean, we've got...
It's huge.
Full stop.
It's huge, Bobby. I agree with you. The people underestimate it. Chelsea fans, they don't understand. This thing is a big deal in the commercial world and for the club's prestige as well. Because not all teams that won the Champions League have won it. Real Madrid, they parade this trophy. Barcelona the same, AC Milan. Okay, I remember when Del Piero won it. You remember when he was given the latest Toyota Sport car? It used to come with $1 million check for the man of the match. Just the guy that won man of the match. It used to come. I don't know whether that's still the case. It's huge. I don't know. Maybe it's in England people don't whatever. But even that is a big trophy because Manchester United was always being kicked out of it. That's why they think it's not big deal. Because the 2 times they went in, I think they were beaten by the Brazilian team the first time, the second time. I don't think they've won it. Well, Liverpool have.
They have. Liverpool have. They've won it.
Yeah, you have to take this serious. It's a big trophy, and there's lots of money involved.
It is.
It's also one of the trophies that is followed by a lot of people that don't follow the Champions League, don't follow European football, but they follow that. I'm talking about like world football,
especially in South America.
South America, parts of Asia as well. This is the biggest tournament. This is the biggest club tournament as far as they're concerned. It might not be financially, but it is in regards to prestige. You are the best club on the planet because you're playing against the best clubs.
Sorry, Mo, I just want to add one thing again. One thing fans don't realize. Why do you think Real Madrid, Bayern Munich were campaigning for Lewandowski to be World Player of the Year or whatever? There's a prestige involved. Sponsors for club and everything is money involved when your player is chosen. Chelsea were campaigning for Jorginho, but their fans were campaigning against him. So these are the things. You will see a club, the reason why Chelsea were campaigning for Jorginho, it's not that they believe that, but they believe that if Jorginho wins, it's in the best interest for Chelsea. Do you get where I'm coming from? Fans only see things through a tunnel vision. They don't see things in a bigger picture. I mean, all these things, even if your player is the most useless player, if he goes for this other award, You should campaign. It's a campaign. Journalists, they just lie to you. The journalists that vote, they listen to fans. They don't make up their own mind. They lie a lot. Read their column. You can always see they're coming from a fans, what they see on social media, what's going on about fans. So sometimes fans can direct the narrative. So that's the thing. So when your club is campaigning for their player to win an award, it's because of they can use that player in a commercial way, which is more money for the player and for the team, for your club. So no need for you to go and say, he played for Chelsea, but he's useless. He shouldn't be this, he shouldn't be that. Why are you joking? This is a campaign. It's a financial thing. Sorry about that.
Yep. No, go on. I'm just looking. I'm looking for the actual official press conference. Have you guys seen it yet? The Tuchel's official post-match, because what we watched was an interview. I want to see if. Have you seen it?
Wait, it's on. There's a couple. There's. I don't know if it's on the Chelsea website, but it's already been published on YouTube.
Where?
Wait, hang on. Hayters have it.
I'll have a look.
Hang on.
If you send me the link in the private chat, then I can.
Yeah, I'll send you that. Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'd like to watch that with you guys.
Yeah, I've just seen
you pull it up. I just saw it now. It's on Hayters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you link it to me? Oh, okay, I found it. Here we go.
Got it. It's even on the Sky app as well. But
I found it, Bobby. I'm just playing through the ads, and then I'm gonna play it. Oh, here we go. We took a huge risk with Romelu Lukaku as a title. Oh, here we go.
Okay, thanks.
Congratulations. How big were those 3 points this evening?
For today, very big. I mean, the boys are super tired. The effort was huge. We put in there. We had a bit of a rough start. We were not sharp enough. I had the feeling we tried to get away with skillful play, but there were some last percent missing in sharpness and in intensive effort. Still, we did not allow too much, but then we go behind with an own goal and a very unlucky goal. But the reaction was good. The reaction was good in first half. Second half even better. After our second goal, we struggled a bit, 10 minutes with the reaction from Aston Villa, but then controlled the match again and had big chances in counter-attack in transition game to decide the match earlier. But we are super happy with this. We have again some injuries and some overused players, but that will not change.
And I'm sure you are super happy with your decision to bring Romelu Lukaku on. How important is a fit Romelu Lukaku to this Chelsea side?
Yeah, there's no doubt that he is super important. Every player is super important.
You know,
will be
if by some miracle we win this Premier League this season, it will probably be perhaps one of the greatest Premier League victories of all time from us, really.
Yeah. Considering the circumstances, definitely.
Last time he started for us was in October, and not because of quality or because we have any doubts that we are better without him starting or any thoughts about this. It's not the case. He was simply unlucky to get injured, and after injury, while he was struggling to come back in the schedule that we have, he catched COVID. So he had again 10 days and suffered from symptoms, and now we put him on the pitch for 45 minutes, which was more than the fitness and medical department recommended for him. But we thought we can take the risk and be more offensive with him, and happy, of course, that it went well for today. And let's see now how the reaction is and how he adapts from here.
go to JD Dyer.
Thomas, I just want to know, first of all, what was just the words that you said to Rom? Obviously, the halftime substitution is always critical, but when he makes such an impact in the game, what are the words?
I said to him,
yeah.
To be very honest, first of all, I asked him if he thinks he can play 45 minutes. He said yes, and I said, okay, so try to play 45 minutes and you play as a 9. There was no switch in our tactical formation. So, I mean, he does not need me to play a game like this, and he does not need any speech from me. He knows what he's doing. He did nothing else his whole life, and he just needs to get fit. And this is not so easy when you have such a long injury and you have a body like Rom, and then you catch COVID. It's not so easy. Everybody thinks like, of course, when you read the match sheet and you read the names, you think like, yeah, everybody's there, 18 guys, top squad, and it's true. If you look in detail, you see that we are struggling and we're taking some huge risks. Today we were like, we forced, in the end, Callum was forced to play 90 minutes straight after COVID because of injuries during the match, and that's the way it is. Yeah.
And just secondly, how much of a statement game do you reckon this would have been to your other rivals, especially with them coming up?
I think it would be if we have a full squad. It could be a huge momentum to play the game in the cup, how we played it and the way we played it and won it, and gave us a lot of confidence also for the guys who did not play so many minutes. So today another one on the 26th on Boxing Day away at Villa Park. It is a big reaction and it is a big win. But at the same time, I'm always concerned in the last weeks. I'm always concerned. I'm concerned for the health and the safety of the players. And that's why you don't see me fully excited, because normally it is exactly like you say. It could be, we could catch a huge momentum here and pushing them. But the only thing we are doing is like checking on a daily basis who can be pushed and for whom we can take the responsibility. And this is pretty challenging, and that's why it's not over just because the names are back on the match sheet. With a full squad and like a normal injury situation of two players out for a week here or for 10 days here, I don't have any concerns about the schedule and about mentality quality of our players. But yeah, it is demanding in the moment. Situation is very demanding.
James, please unmute yourself.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Can you give us an idea of the injuries to Thiago, and I assume Kante was an injury as well?
Rodgers has tested positive for COVID.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that before the match. Yeah,
you just can't make this shit up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I heard that before the match.
Would they be unlikely to play then on Wednesday?
I guess so. It's only 2 days, so it does not seem like from today to Wednesday is a very short time. So N'Golo is very painful on the same exactly the same spot where he had his injury versus I think Man United or was it Juventus against Juventus. So it's exactly the same spot. Thiago with hamstrings. Hopefully he went out before it became an injury. And from there we try to continue and find a new squad and a strong squad on Wednesday.
Okay, we'll finish this section with Tom Ruddy.
Can't hear you. Hi, Thomas.
Hi, Thomas. Callum was involved in all 3 goals today. There were a few moments where you looked quite frustrated with things he was trying on the touchline. Can you kind of give us an assessment of what you thought of his performance today? And I think that's only the second time he's played a full game in the Premier League this season.
I think he was brilliant. Actually, I was never frustrated with him today. He had one bad decision under pressure where he tried to do a back heel in front of the coaching zone. So maybe there was an easier solution to escape the pressure with a an easy pass to, or like with a clear pass to Ng. But I was never frustrated with him today. I think he was brilliant today, and we forced him. Normally, it was clear that he plays one half to maximum of 60 minutes. This was already more than any recommendation from fitness department. But he was strong in training, so I wanted to have him on the pitch. Hakim Ziyech had only one training session. Callum had at least 2.5. So we decided to put him, and he was involved, and he overcame some obstacles today and some adversity. That was a big game, a very important game from him. Also, we took a kind of a risk here because he just came back from COVID.
All right. We hit 100 likes during that press conference, so big up to everyone. And thank you all for hitting that 100th like. We've actually reached 100 likes quite early in the stream. So thank you all for doing that. Interesting press conference. I think the post-match interview was literally straight after the game, and he was still, feeling the emotion. But I think he's calmed down and a little bit. But again, Kante potentially picked up an injury. Thiago Silva potentially picked up another injury. So it's not looking fantastically good. We're not giving the players enough time to rest, unfortunately. Tex, yeah, I'll mod you. Tex, not a problem. I'll mod you.
Can I do? I gotta go. But I just wanted to point out one more thing. First of all, rest in peace, Desmond Tutu. I don't know if you guys knew that he passed, but Desmond Tutu passed at 90. I just wanted to give him a shout out. Today? Yeah, I believe it was today. Yeah.
R.I.P. Desmond.
Yeah, and I just wanted to finish by saying I'm still monitoring the transfer window. I know it seems silly, but I'm still monitoring the transfer window because these injuries and whatnot, especially to Conte, obviously the Chilwell thing, that's something that if we're not careful of, we could just slip out of everything, like slip out of the Champions League, slip out of the title race. And I'm just using this period to monitor the seriousness this club takes this title challenge, because as well as Alonso played well today, he can't play every match, and I don't know about you guys. I definitely am not trusting, Sal Niguez at left wing back, and I can't put my faith in Chilwell coming back and being 100%. I just think that we need to monitor that position, give him time to heal correctly, and maybe come back into the squad closer to the latter stages of the season. But as of right now, after just a partial tear to his ACL, doesn't seem right to, rush him back and not really look at the depth of the left wing back position. Even if you do believe that Chilwell comes back, I don't think that he has adequate cover with Alonso at this point in time, despite the fact that he played well today. I'll concede that. With Conte, it looks like this knee injury is not just going to be a 1 and 2 thing. This is going to be chronic now. It seems to become reoccurring time and time again. So it's going to have to be managed. And I think the way that Tuchel used him towards the end of the last season was perfect. It just brought him in for the big matches and that's it. So I'm thinking about the long-term future of this club. I'm seeing Conte's breaking down a little bit more. We need to go out and get a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder. And for me, I know we're being linked with Tchouaméni, and there's talk of him possibly coming in January or maybe in the summer. I think Chelsea would be in their right mind to try and push through that deal for January, just to have a right complement of midfielders, and then give N'Golo Kante the right sort of time to heal correctly, and then give us the big matches when we need them, kind of thing. But it's not my money, obviously, but it just seems like if we're going to be really serious about this title race, we need to be taking that in consideration and not just putting a Band-Aid over something and expecting it to just heal naturally. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited about the win. Lukaku, again, I wasn't surprised. I think that he has it in him, and I expect him to deliver that again and again. The things that we normally would debate is whether or not he's going to be able to do it consistently against the big opponents, the small opponents, just consistency. And, this is a first step for him. He's got to take the next opportunity that's presented to him and do the exact same thing again. Thought his movement was really good. I don't know if people noticed, like a lot of people talk about him being stationary and whatnot. His movement was excellent throughout the match. Not just the recognition for his goals and whatnot, but also movement off the ball to get into space was excellent. And if you need more evidence of that, just watch that 45 again and focus on Lukaku, because he was moving into space constantly, asking for balls early and did not get them. And I've seen that happen before, but people don't see that unless he gets on the ball. So I would advise a lot of detractors to take another look at that game, that 45, and see if you can see that he does move. You just have to give him the space to move into. But I'm going to land it there, guys. Again, I'm excited. We're back in the winning ways, and I guess we'll probably recap again, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday. And I'll be here to speak again. But it's nice speaking to you guys again, and up to Chelsea.
Thank you. Yeah, big up, Dennis. Peace, brother. Peace.
All right, guys.
See you on the next one. See you on the next one. Take care, brother. Good points by Dennis. And to be fair, that's where I think the press conference will lead into the post match. Definitely need to get someone solid in the heart of midfield, and definitely need to get someone solid as a left wing back. I think the left wing back position is a little bit more urgent for us to deal with, and possibly try to find a remedy in January, while the DM situation could be and should be left. I mean, unless we're able to strike a deal for Tchouameni in January, which I don't think we will be. It'll probably be a summer transfer. I think we should be good in respect to that. What do you guys think in respect to both positions? I'll open it to everyone.
For me personally, I think the DM is not that. We're not that desperate like we did. For me, people keep going on about left wing back, left wing back. I think both wing backs. We need both left and right. Reece James cannot play the whole season. We need a different whatever. Reece is good at crossing and also getting into the box and taking shots. We need a dribbler. Okay, I think one of the lone players have to come for the right wing back. We can buy for the left wing back, but I think one of the lone players have to come because they are dribblers. They were wingers. They were converted in the academy to be made a right back and right wing backs. So those like Dujon was a winger. Henry Lawrence was a winger. One of them have to come. I'm sorry. I know that they will want to play in their loans or whatever, but one of them have to come because they're a different profile to Reece. This is what people forgot. Livramento as well. He was a winger because before he was changed into a right back and then a right wing back. So you see, he can take someone on. He can dribble past you. So you saw when Pulisic went there today, the defenders couldn't come close to him because he could dribble past them. So we need both wingers. Reece cannot play it all for the rest of the season. For me, the midfield, yes, is important, but for me, the wingers, if we're playing three at the back, the wingers are the most important people apart from the number 9, which is Lukaku. And yeah, Lukaku as well. I just hope that this is the beginning. We don't rush him. If he give us 45 minutes and play this way, I'm happy with that. And for me, I think those two positions. We need a left wing back, which is more important, but we need a right wing back before we need a midfielder.
Yes, Spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a left wing back is more important, no doubt. But if you were to ask me in January who I would prefer to bring in, I'll probably say midfield because I don't see.
January.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's more possible to do maybe a cheaper option. I think Rice is someone who a lot of people want. Maybe someone like Tchouaméni would be cheaper and more viable, more possible in January.
But
and then
why, Eric?
Mm.
I'm a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Why would we buy a midfielder in January when players are sold at a premium price when we can buy one in the summer? Do you think this is a position that we need to challenge for the title? Do you think
Yeah.
without this position we can't challenge for? Is that your thinking? Why? Explain to me why you think we need to do this.
Okay, so you're right. It would be a premium, but I feel as if it just is more likely to get a good option for that position, because right now I'm not sure who the club are thinking of to get as a left wing back. I don't know if they've even planned or prepared to replace Alonso. So
There's talks about Lucas Digne and there's talks about Theo Hernandez.
yeah, and those are good options, but how much would Everton sell him for? How much would they be willing to take for him? Someone like Theo Hernandez, pretty sure Milan will ask for a lot of money, maybe like 50 million for him. So, to be honest, in general, is a very difficult window to get deals over the line, which is why it's not ideal to try and get a quick fix for Alonso. So realistically, we can manage. Well, if we want to win the title, maybe we can't manage with Alonso, but I would just wait until the end of the season because there's a lot of changes. Like MDT was saying, there are like 5 or 6 changes that need to happen. Both wing back positions need to be replaced. I think we need to change the midfield to remove 2 people and add 2 more. Maybe buy another striker. There's a lot of things that need to happen. So it's very unlikely that we'll get a signing that we will look back on and say that was a very prudent signing that we made. So it's just a difficult one in general.
All right. Cheers, Eric. Bobby, your thoughts on this particular scenario?
You know what? I don't see Marina doing anything. I don't think we're getting anybody. If we're lucky, we might be able to get loans back, but I don't see her doing any deals. I haven't seen evidence of that ability to do these deals. So now when I hear us linked with players, it's just rumors as far as I'm concerned. And come summer, when there's an open market, we take the entire summer to either fail getting players or rush and panic buy fortunate players. That's the evidence I've seen. So I'm not hopeful.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's better for us to wait until the end of the season before we make these decisions and buy these players. I agree with MDT. We do probably need 2 wing backs because Reece James alone is not going to be able to maintain this form. I mean, we saw a dip in his form today. So we definitely need to address both positions. I think in January I would see us looking to get a wing back, potentially loan, possibly a player coming in, and if we are able to get someone who can play on both wings, someone who's a little bit more versatile, that would possibly be a good way to go. I'm not keen on Lucas Digne, like I've said in the past. I don't think he is a massive upgrade on Alonso, and I don't think he will challenge Ben Chilwell for his position. I would like to see us get someone who is able to do that. I want to have someone who will keep Ben Chilwell on his toes, someone who will keep Reece James on his toes, because you want to have a very good number 2. I'm also hearing, and maybe this is a premature story, but I'm hearing that we're interested in Lautaro Martinez, and this might be something that we'll be looking at in the summer to assist up front with Lukaku. There is a lot to happen in regards to the transfer window. I will be looking to bring on Andreas, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Once the transfer window opens and we'll get a clearer picture of what's going on, I'll bring him on for you guys to question and to ask and to interview and to debate in regards to what's happening in the transfer window. But it's something we will definitely be addressing. Listen, guys, I want to conclude the stream on the following facts. Today, Chelsea Football Club beat Aston Villa away. Today, Chelsea had to field a team with injured players, with players literally just recovering from a very dangerous disease that is plaguing the whole planet right now. Today, Chelsea had to get 3 points under very tough circumstances. We did them, though. We got the points. And we got them because our players played with heart. Our manager managed the game tactically well. He made good decisions. He made the right substitutions. And the players who came on, and players who took to that field gave 110%. So, I'll take my hat off to Tuchel and the boys. Well done. Congratulations on the 3 points. We are still in the title race. We'll continue to fight. We will not give up as players, as a squad, and us as a fan base. We will not give up. We will not, hand over the title to no team. You want the title, you're going to have to fight us for it. And we're going to give you a good fight. And if you're better than us and you win the title, congrats. And if we are able to win the title, then we are the better team. And we're going to keep on fighting. Thank you to everybody who's joined the stream. We've had a good number of people coming on and watching with us tonight. So thank you all for being here. The Christmas festivities continue. Boxing Day, we were gifted 3 points by Tuchel and the boys. So thank you for that. Big up to everybody in the chat. We will be back tomorrow evening. While there is games, while there is fixtures, there's streams on this channel. We'll be discussing some of the more relevant stories tomorrow. This is our reaction to the game. Thank you all for being here. Bobby, thank you. MDT, Eric, everybody who's been part of the stream. Thank you all. I wish you a pleasant evening, and I will see you all tomorrow night. Take care, lads. Peace.
Up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea.